Hi, it's Crystal. I'm here at my office. This is Crystal from All Bodies Welcome Hair Removal. So I just wanted you to watch this before your appointment, just so you know a few things. And I really want to impress upon you the different stages of hair growth and why it's important for you to know. But before I start with that, I want to say, first of all, welcome. I look forward to meeting you soon. And usually in person, this would take 15 to 20 minutes. So even though it's going to be kind of long, just remember it's going to save us 20 minutes when you come to the office. So first of all, we're all born with 1 million follicles, so thankfully they don't all grow at the same time. When you remove a hair by ripping it out via waxing, threading, sugaring, plucking, that hair takes 13 weeks to grow back. That's right, a little over 3 months. I'm here at the end of the day. And we just found out that we're going back to the purple tier today, but we can keep working, so I'm a little tired. But anyway, when you pluck a hair or you thread it or you wax it, it takes 13 weeks to show up again. That's how long a new hair takes to grow. So I know a lot of you think, oh, I only have a few hairs right here. But if you just let them grow for 13 weeks, I promise you, you're going to find more than one. Because it takes 13 weeks. Once you pluck it, when you pull that bulb out, it takes another 13 weeks to show back up. Some hair grows even slower than that, like pubic hair grows a lot slower, leg hair grows a lot slower. But whenever you're removing the bulb, that's going to take 13 weeks from that day for it to come back. So when you're in process, when you're in treatment with me and you want to remove your hair permanently, you have to quit tweezing and plucking and sugaring and threading. You have to leave the bulb intact for me. I need those bulbs. You know the bulb, right? The fun part that is really fun to pluck out. So what I wanted to express to you and make sure that you understand this is that electrolysis is not a quick procedure. It takes time. It takes time for a lot of reasons. One, it can be genetic reasons. There can be stress in your life. There can be you've done a lot of tweezing in your life, and so there's a lot of hair that isn't showing right now but needs to show eventually so I can treat it. Hair grows in 3 stages. So even though it takes 13 weeks to show up again, there's 3 different stages. One is anagen. That's the best stage to kill a hair. The other one is catagen. The other one's telogen. These 2 stages, these are when it's already going to shed off of your body. It's already going to shed. Like it's going to do its thing. It's going to do its natural process, which is just fall off. You might have noticed you lose about 100 hairs off your head every day in the shower and in your bed. Same thing with your arm hair, your leg hair, your chin hair. It sheds off eventually. And why that's important to know is because the best time to catch your hair to do electrolysis is in the early anagen stage, when it's brand new, because that's when all the bulb is intact, all the germ cells are intact, and we can murder it with my machine and make sure it doesn't ever come back. But if it's already going to shed off when we do try to murder it, it doesn't really murder it all the way. It might maim it slightly, or it might not do anything. So here's the bummer. When I work on you, when I start to treat your hair and your skin, I can't tell what stage it's in. So what I have to do is just take my best guess. So the way I usually explain it here at the office is that let's just imagine that we wanted to remove 100 hairs from my arm, like this patch. We remove 100 hairs. Probably 33% of them are going to be in the early anagen stage. The other 66% are going to be in the 2 stages that are already going to remove. They're already going to shed. I can't tell what stage it's in from the outside, but all I do is I take those 100 hairs, I remove them all. More than likely, 66% of them are going to come back. So that's 66 out of 100 are going to come back. Now, some of those might come back weaker because we've maimed it, but a lot of them are going to come back. And it's very disappointing and it sucks, but that's just how it works, unfortunately. The good news is every time we remove it, 33% are gone forever. Now, with my modality, I like to use the blend modality. When I use blend, I introduce my little tiny wire, which is thinner than your eyelash, into the follicle. And then we apply the heat. And when we apply the heat, the electricity, the gold wire, and your saline create a poison called lye. Lye is what murders the hair. We want hair homicide, right? That murders the hair, but also it makes like a kind of a teardrop bulb around the bulb. So that lye kind of goes all over. Now, maybe there's other hairs right here. If there's other hairs right there, the lye will possibly maim or murder hairs nearby. So when I use that 100 hair example, that's kind of like the rule of thumb. Most of our information in this industry is anecdotal. When I listen to other electrologists, they say probably like 40 to 50 come back every time. So it's not always only 33 are going to be permanent, but we like the idea that maybe 50 are permanent. But even only half is permanent, that's still a lot of work, right? So you have to keep coming in over and over and over again until we kill them all. So every time it's 40 to 50, 40 to 50, 40 to 50 are permanent. So eventually we do make progress. It just sometimes can be slow going. In the beginning, it's important to make appointments kind of regularly. If you can afford to come in like every 7 to 10 days for about 6 to 8 appointments, that really helps a lot to get a good jump on it. And when you're in treatment, you always have to stop plucking. Just don't ever rip your hair out by the bulb ever again when you're in treatment, because that's just going to prolong how long you come to see me, which is going to prolong how much it costs and how much time it takes. Now, okay, it only helps me if you have to come here a long time. But I don't want you to come here a long time. I want to get this done for you. I want to get you into maintenance mode where you only have to come like once or twice a year. So my goal is always to murder the hair, murder. We want to be hair murderers. I really want to get into that bulb. I want to murder it. I want to get that teardrop of the light. I want it to kill all the hairs in your body. I wish there was a better way to do this. I wish there was a more precise science. We just don't have any way yet. So all we do is we just go into each patch. We take a patch. We work one patch at a time. These 100 hairs, these 100 hairs, these 100 hairs. And eventually they all start to go away. Usually it's up here, though. Usually not on the forearm. But you never know. Okay, that's it. I'm going to cut it off for now. I know it's still a lot. That's 6 minutes and 12 seconds already. If you have any questions, text me 408-826-9087. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.